Drive with Tim Donnelly here on 99.9 The Fan continues our coverage of ACC football kickoff with Kyle McCord, senior quarterback for Syracuse, incoming transfer from Ohio State. Kyle, before we dive into the Syracuse side of things, Noah Rogers coming to our area down in North Carolina. What kind of player is Noah Rogers? What are the Wolfpack getting?
He's a really talented kid. I think he was one of the more complete receivers that we had. And I think just being a young guy at Ohio State, being around that receiver room made him better. And so I'm excited to see what he does this year. I think having an opportunity to go out and play, it's not going to surprise me if he lights it up.
You obviously got to throw one of the best last year and have been for a while.
Yeah.
At Cuse, are you ready for a non-Marvin Harrison Jr. wide receiver room?
Yeah, I mean, I've been playing with Marvin for the last 7 years of my career, 6 or 7 years.
Which makes sense. I wouldn't choose to leave that guy.
Yeah, exactly
either.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think we have a really good receiver room this year, too. Arande coming back for his fourth year, obviously a really good player. And then I think we brought in some really good talent from the portal. And there's some good talent on the team from last year's team, too. So I feel like I'm going to have a good range of weapons.
We're talking with Kyle McCord, senior quarterback, Syracuse. The portal is a fascination for everybody. And Syracuse, you guys made some waves there, as you mentioned. Not only yourself, Ohio State, Jackson Meeks, Zede Haynes, from Georgia, right? These are some big programs, some big time recruits. What was that process like? Were you calling up everyone you knew from the All-American games or from the camps and saying let's all meet in upstate New York?
Yeah, I mean it's nuts. It's like free agency. From the time you put your name into the portal, just your phone is blowing up. And so I think at first you're just trying to narrow down what schools are you serious about. And then once I kind of, thought that Syracuse was going to be the right fit, just put my recruiting hat on and try to get as many kids to come join me as possible. And I think it worked well. I think we did a great job in the portal. And so I'm excited to get things going.
Take us through that, right? You put your name in the portal. You're coming off the season you had at Ohio State, so there's going to be interest. How many schools are reaching out? How many do you entertain? Was there a Final Five, Final Three? What went through?
So I put my name in at midnight the night that the portal opened, and I didn't think that anyone would find out until I posted it on my social media, and then I rolled over at 6 a.m. and my phone was going off, and I was like, oh, geez. So I posted it, and then obviously a bunch of schools reached out, and then you start to get serious with a few. I took only 2 visits to Syracuse and Nebraska, so those were really probably the final 2 in the picture, and then I think just the people at Syracuse made it an easy decision.
So Fran Brown and Matt Rule, our area is very familiar with Matt Rule, Carolina. He was the Panthers coach. How do you end up choosing Fran Brown and Syracuse over Nebraska?
Yeah, I feel like just the fit for me at Syracuse was better. And I think Nebraska is a tremendous program. I think Matt Rule is a great coach, and they're definitely on the rise. And I think they have a lot of great talent up there. But I felt like at Syracuse, just closer to home, I feel like I've had a great relationship with all the coaches, from Coach Fran, obviously, and then Coach Nixon, who's the OC now, who I've known since I was 6 years old. Known the quarterback coach, Coach Nunge, for a while too. And then just the team around me, I felt like it was a really good situation for me to come into and have success from the start.
I saw on your social media you were hoping for 75+ speed in the college football. I did a little scroll in there. Are you happy with your digital player in college football 25?
Yeah, no, it's cool. I mean, I won a national championship my first year with the Syracuse dynasty. Won the Heisman too. No, I'm happy. It's a fun game, and it's great for the locker room too. Guys talking trash. Well, my players, rated higher than yours. Don't play me. So it's fun. Good competitive trash talking.
It probably can't be Syracuse against Syracuse when you guys play against each other. So
you'd be surprised.
Oh, you'll play against just home and away jerseys.
Yeah, I mean, because then nobody has bragging rights. Oh, I had a better team. But I've only used Syracuse so far.
All right. I also scrolling through that social media, saw you hit the Manning camp this offseason. What do you take away from one of the gatherings of quarterback, right? Tight end U gets all the love. The Manning camp's been doing it for forever and ever. What'd you take away from that kind of gathering?
It was awesome. I think just to be around all the guys. It's a rare position that we're in, being a quarterback at this level. So just being around guys who have similar experiences, being able to talk with them for a weekend, and then being around Peyton and Eli, picking their brain. Same with Arch as well. So just being around greatness, really. And it was a great time down there in Thibodaux. That was my first trip down to the real South, but I had a great time down there.
Kyle McCord, senior quarterback, Syracuse. Obviously, you like the cold, right? You like staying up north for the first time down south.
Yeah.
You are a Philly kid, right?
Yep.
Are we an Eagles fan?
Jets.
Yeah. How does that happen?
My uncle. Yeah,
okay.
My uncle. So we would grow up. My dad was a Broncos fan, so we played two-hand touch in the backyard. It'd be my dad and my brother versus my uncle and I. And so they were the Broncos, we were the Jets, and just kind of picked it up ever since.
Then Garrett Wilson's your guy for a whole bunch of different reasons, right?
Yeah.
Is Aaron Rodgers gonna lead him the way?
I think this is the year.
Look at that.
I usually don't get too upset over other teams, but watching Rodgers get hurt last year, that was tough to see.
Any quarterback.
Yeah,
right? I mean,
it was tough to see.
The injuries always get you.
Yeah.
Kyle, we appreciate you for stopping by. Good luck this season. And actually, we're going to talk with LeQuint Allen right after this.
There you go.
Is there a inside joke or something we can lead off with that you can help us with?
Nah,
is he right behind us?
Yeah, no, I think you'll enjoy that. He's got a big personality.
All right. We appreciate it, Kyle. Good luck this season.
Yep. Thank you.
Once again, that was senior quarterback Kyle McCord. Just like they'll be doing in the backfield next year, or this year, I should say, he's passing the headphones off to LeQuint Allen, junior running back. So we're just going to keep this rolling here. Throw that on there. You ready to roll?
Yes, sir.
All right. LeQuint Allen, junior running back, Syracuse, joining us here on 99.9 The Fan. Nice to meet you as well. I'm Tim. Conference of quarterbacks. They have it written in all this. Should it be the conference of running backs?
Definitely. I feel as though it should be the conference of both.
Conference
Why
of
not?
both.
Why
okay. Let's talk about the running backs, though. You're coming back, 1,000-yard season, bunch of explosive plays. Omarion Hampton's going to be walking around here. Jaden Ott's new from Cal. Some hyped running backs in the ACC. Where do you see yourself fitting in?
I feel just wherever, the work is going to tell itself and stuff like that, just being there for my teammates on and off the field, just that bond we're going to have is just going to tell.
And speaking of bonds, have you been able to bond with some of these transfers? We just talked with Kyle McCord. The wide receiver room seems like there's a bunch of new names. How difficult is it to get that like kind of familial teammate brotherhood bond with so many new faces?
It was actually easy, just knowing that everybody is on the same page and has the same, long road, just ending and stuff like that, just knowing where we want to be as a team. It was easy from the start.
We're talking with junior running back from Syracuse, LeQuint Allen. Jeff Nixon, all right, brought in as offensive coordinator and running backs coach. I believe he came from the Giants running backs coach.
Yes,
so
he's amazing.
Is he giving you the
Yes,
Saquon Barkley stories? What has he told you about Saquon?
He hasn't told me anything about Saquon and stuff like that. Just watching film, breaking down the X and O's. He's just an amazing guy, on and off the field. Great father, great mentor. He coached a lot of, legends and stuff like that, just wanting to be one of those guys, just listening to everything he says and just following God with faith,
You brought up, it's interesting you brought up, right, great father, because he also brings in his son, right? Will Nixon, the son of running backs coach, offensive coordinator Jeff Nixon, comes into the running back room with you from Washington out of the portal. Is it weird having the running back coach's son in the running back room with you when you're returning and trying to build off last season?
No, it isn't weird at all. Will is a hard worker. He's always on time and stuff like that. And, he stays out of practice. We catch jugs and stuff like that. He's very detailed and stuff like that. And I just can't wait to play with him.
See, I played quarterback, so I know when you see the running backs hitting the jugs machine, that means you're trying to expand your game, right? That means that you want the passes out of the backfield. Is that an element we're going to see more of this year?
Definitely, for sure. With Kyle at quarterback and stuff like that, definitely, for sure.
We're talking with LeQuint Allen, Syracuse junior running back here at ACC kickoff, ahead of their season getting started. Have you played? We were just talking with Kyle McCord. Have you played with your digital player in college football 25?
Yeah. I actually like it. It's amazing to me, just playing when I was younger and now being into it is just different.
Well, how is it different? What do you mean? Like, what kind of
just seeing me on a digital TV screen and just like seeing that number one running the ball and stuff like that and breaking tackles is just amazing to me.
And everyone's talking about their ratings. Your ratings are good enough or not fast enough, not strong enough? What are we looking at?
I feel like they're kind of accurate, but during the season they should go up, speed, overall stuff like that. But just the main thing is just we're gonna keep the main thing. That's the real life, you know. We're gonna do that in real life and just, you know, be there for my team and stuff like that and help my team win.
LeQuint, we appreciate you for stopping by. Good luck this season.
Pleasure to meet you. Yes, sir.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.